Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, well, we have a lot going on, but most importantly, we dropped a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast today with the number one badass legal commentator on YouTube, Emily D. Baker. So go give it a listen. I mean, honestly, I'm thinking about it. I get excited about it. It was just a really fun conversation, and I love having or being able to have unfiltered conversations with Emily on the podcast like we do in real life, as opposed to YouTube sometimes where you can't really mess with the algorithm. So give it a listen, go to the description of this video, check it out, or anywhere you get your podcast, and make sure to leave a review because it helps. It helps. The ratings, the reviews, they all help. And let's make this number one. I mean, first month we killed it. So let's see what month 2 has in store. In the meantime, guys, we have some Vanderpump Rules drama because it looks like Lala Kent is shading the hell out of Raquel. We're talking about some behind the scenes BravoCon shenanigans, and Tom have officially opened their new bar. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so I'm not quite understanding because Lala Kent, and maybe it's just like me and I don't necessarily understand the terminology, but she did her podcast, another episode of her podcast, which like literally lives in the top 50 in her category. So she's killing it on the Give Them Lala podcast. But she's talking about this after being questioned about her thoughts on Raquel's suggestion that she actually ships the idea of rekindling her past spark with her former fiance, James Kennedy. Now, what I meant when I said I don't necessarily understand the terminology, what the does ships the idea mean? Now, Lala took the opportunity to shade her co-star while also dishing on how Katie Maloney navigated BravoCon and her potential run-ins with some castmates that she obviously didn't want to run into. Things aren't firing up there for Raquel, so nothing that comes out of her mouth is strange to me because I'm like, this tracks. This absolutely tracks. Now, I actually ran into Raquel and Lala. I'm trying to get Lala on the podcast, but I ran into both of them at BravoCon. Raquel was super sweet. Lala was amazing. But I'm also not in their drama. I'm not over here making out with all the co-stars. So really, I don't have a dog in this fight. I can be nice to everybody and everybody can be nice to me, right? Lala then noted that when it came to Katie, she did not want to cross paths with Raquel because in recent weeks, Raquel has obviously been linked to Tom Schwartz, and she said she didn't want to see her at all. She feels like, well, it's awkward, and I'm sure it is awkward. And everybody was talking about this because Raquel sat front and center of the panel with the Tom hoodie on, and it got so much feedback, so much just like backlash feedback. So many people were talking about it, even to the point where Tom Sandoval dressed like Raquel for Halloween in the Tom hoodie with the wig and everything. Katie could not be around Raquel at all. Katie didn't want to be around Sheena, but there weren't altercations. It was more just talking mad shit behind the scenes, which I know that all of us do. Now, Tom and Raquel, as the Vanderpump Rules fans know, their alleged romance was a hot topic at BravoCon earlier this month, and I'm sure it's going to be a big part of the new season 10 of Vanderpump Rules. At one point, after Raquel said that she shipped a reunion between Lala and James called her out for making out with not only Peter, but also Tom. He was calling her a homie hopper. Okay. But Tom did admit to E! News with the chat, or in a chat with E! News, that Raquel and him have a connection. Me and Raquel have gotten much closer. I have a great appreciation for her. I've gotten to know her and I've gotten to see all of these different little facets of her personality that I didn't know existed. I didn't realize how fucking funny she was. But also earlier this week on Katie Maloney's podcast, You're Gonna Love Me, she seemed to be a little bit annoyed by the statements Tom and Raquel made about their past flirtations on their Pump Rules panel at BravoCon. That shit is really annoying when they're like, I don't know, maybe we might kiss because we flirt all the time, because we have that sort of friendship. She was like, I'm just like, shut up. I think fans are trying to figure out a way, like where to go, how to navigate this, because I feel like a lot of fans just look at this like, well, Katie, you asked for a divorce. So when you ask for a divorce, Tom is free. He can do whatever he wants. While other fans are like, well, you should have known, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, you're in the same cast, you're in the same group of friends. So it's really f***ed up that you guys are hanging out and hooking up with each other while you all have to film. It's like not respecting the boundaries. I'm curious though, where you guys stand on this. Is it effed up of Raquel and Tom, or is Katie just in her feelings? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where to go on that. I think it would just be really hard to navigate a divorce anyways. So I do feel bad, but also I'm like, you asked for a divorce. So even if you're in your feelings, I would just bring it to the show. I would go in my confessionals and be like, this bitch. But I'm not Katie. Now, Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval celebrated the official opening of their new Hollywood bar, Schwartz and Sandy's, on Wednesday night, and they were surrounded by their Vanderpump Rules co-stars and cast members from the past. Apparently, this was months after the soft opening. The soft opening was, I believe, this summer, at the end of the summer. And it looks like the Toms opened their doors to the public as Raquel, Ariana, Sheena, Kristen, Stassi, and Bo showed their support. I believe Lala was also there. In a photo that was shared on Instagram, it was by this realtor who was sitting alongside Schwartz, Sandoval, and Raquel. Apparently, this person, was just sharing photos of the entire night. It looked like a great time. You see Sheena, you see Tom. I mean, you see everyone. This bar, I was talking to a good friend who was at BravoCon and also hangs out with the Toms. And he was saying that the bar is absolutely incredible. It's like retro funky. Like, it's almost like if you're on like this trippy sort of, I don't know. Like, where were they going with this? I'm not sure. But if you ask anybody so far, they're saying Schwartz and Sandy's is where it's at. And it just opened. So that kind of press and that kind of feedback already is absolutely incredible. And the thing that works in Tom and Tom's favor, well, at least because Tom Sandoval has been in hospitality for so long. I don't know if I want to say the same thing about Tom Schwartz because he ran out on gay pride from behind the bar at Pump. So I don't know if that's like the same. But for Tom Sandoval, he's been in the hospitality business for a long time. He knows what it takes to be a good employee, to be really good at your job. He knows what a great staff looks like. And I saw that firsthand at Tom working for him. So I think that this is going to be an incredible staff. And I have heard rumblings that there might be some sort of spinoff show and that they were already Evolution was casting for a new show that could potentially be at Schwartz and Sandy's. That would be something that I would watch. When I was working at TomTom, I was like, why are we not getting a show at TomTom? Because we had the most interesting, diverse, like crazy group of people. Everybody was friends. We all started together, but then we organically just meshed. We were going out together. We were having good times together. We were going to rooftop pool parties together. We had drama. People were hooking up. And I'm like, what is this world? But I want to hear what you guys think about the Vanderpump Rules drama. I cannot wait for season 10. I think this is going to be a banger of a season. I know they keep teasing it, but from what I've heard from the grapevine, is it grapevine or grapevine? I think it would be grapevine, right? From the grapevine, it's going to be one hell of a season. Now, with that, guys, I want to hear your opinion. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to go check out Hot Messy Topics Monday. We have Hot Messy Topics Monday. Let's Whine About It Monday. And we have Hot Messy Podcast with Emily D. Baker, new episode that dropped today. Anywhere you get your podcast, leave us a rating. We love you. Happy Friday and have a safe weekend. Bye, guys. No more espresso for me. Bye.